Okay, so I just want to talk about being initiated into a closed spiritual practice. So like being initiated into Lukami or Santeria or Ifa, anything like that, right? The practitioners of those closed practices get very irritated and frustrated when outsiders that are not initiated into these closed occult circles like to work with the deities that are associated, keyword, associated with these practices. Okay? I have been a spiritual now for 7 years, almost going on 8 years. For a long time. It's almost been a decade, and I'm still a baby technically. Like, I'm a neophyte to this damn near. But one thing for sure, two things for certain: you do not need to pay $22,000 to connect with your ancestors. Spirituality is not a one size fits all, and you definitely do not need to pay anybody to connect to your own inherent bloodline, the blood that flows through your veins, the patterns that live within you are already present. You can connect to your ancestors on your own. If you feel so called to go forward into a closed spiritual practice and practice a form of connecting to God and your ancestors in a way that is formulaic, meaning it's like dogma that all these people are practicing, then that is your choice. But spirituality is not one size fits all. There's no easy peasy beautiful cover girl fucking spirituality. And I'm so irritated with people who are initiated always acting like that, because that's not the case. If you want to connect to a goddess or a god, you do not need to be initiated into the practice to work with them. Our ancestors didn't even do that. We were in tribe already. Those spirits were inherent to us because they are the spirits of nature. They're the spirits of the land, of the sky, of the sea. They don't belong to any one group of people. They belong to all of us. I can go outside today and connect to Umoja if I want to, by walking right outside my house and going to my local river right here that literally feeds into the mouth of the Atlantic Ocean. And then I can connect to my own bloodline, which are the mothers of my mothers of my mothers, and connect to the womb frequency, which is Umoja. I don't need to be initiated and spend money to do that. However, if I want to practice in a specific way, if I want to get specific knowledge, right? If I want to be able to like give people certain, I don't even know, because I don't even feel that way, because magic is so personal. So if you have a gift, then it's yours. It's like there's God-given gifts for all of us. I can't even say that, but if you want to connect in a deity in a very dogmatic way, then you put yourself and initiate yourself under something. But you can be a cult and not be initiated. I don't give a fuck what you guys say. I don't need to spend $10,000 to be initiated into my own ancestors. I don't need to spend $10,000 to know my own pattern or to know my own Odu, to know my Ori. I know I'm supposed to, but I just do not agree. And a lot of the people who do that take advantage of people. And y'all are going to be pissed. I don't care. It's like I don't really see too many people who are spiritually initiated in different circumstances than what I'm in anyway. No tea, no shade. But the lifestyle, not dramatically different. The practices, not dramatically different. Nothing. And if you are really connected to spirit, you're going to do certain shit anyway. Like, I shaved my head without being initiated because I was called by spirit to do it. I work with certain herbs because I was called by spirit to do it. I do things at certain times because I'm called with spirit to do it. We need to stop this guru shit and start honoring our own inner voice. We're all our own gurus. You do not need to always initiate into a practice. And a lot of these practices are homophobic, are patriarchal, are backwards as hell, and are still using colonizer ideologies. No. If you're born in a certain country and you're so blessed to have the access to certain things that were inherent to us anyway, and you didn't go through what my ancestors went through, which is the transatlantic slave trade, great. But see, I'm an American Black, and I'm gonna do shit an American way because I have to. Not because I want to, but because I have to. And that's not gonna be disrespected. Just like me being a woman is not gonna be disrespected, because a lot of these closed practices full-fledged disrespect women and then make it seem like it's of God to do so, while venerating goddesses at the same time. It's absurd to me. It's absurd. And then spending that much money to connect to your own ancestors is crazy. But I do understand you need help. There's nothing wrong with getting guidance. There's nothing wrong with learning how to use your spiritual gifts. But I promise you, I was in an Ile and they gave me the hardest time. And yeah, maybe it's me, but I don't know.